Good evening. If you saw the earlier, we're going to fix that. Don't worry about it. We're just going to pretend that didn't happen. Good evening. My name's Lenny Ruinhand, and I'm here with my folks, my friends at Black Acid Studio, and we are back for the first game of our season 2 of Call of Cthulhu Shadows of Dagon. This has been about 6 months since we last played with our friends from Tales from the Lost Emporium, Shadows of the Nile, which we hope to play with again very soon. Let me introduce everybody really quick. This evening I will be playing Dr. Lee Dixon, who has returned from Egypt, along with Professor Thursday. And we will encounter beneath me Chatbox Gary, who's playing Father Sean O'Toole. Hi,
Well,
Chatbox.
good evening to you all.
And then next to him is Andorra Cole, who's playing the ever indomitable Professor Issa Thursday.
Evening.
And above her is our lovely keeper, who is Darth Misery. I said that backwards because I'm a little dyslexic.
Hello, everybody.
I'm not going to waste a lot of time. We're going to let Darth Misery jump right in and start telling the story. And we're really glad everybody's with us tonight, and we've really missed Call of Cthulhu, and we hope you guys have a lot of fun tonight. We're going to have a lot of fun playing. Thank you very much again for watching.
All right. So we are beginning today's adventure at the home of Dr. Dixon, actually. He has met up with Father O'Toole, probably for the first chess game since his return from Egypt. Professor Thursday has agreed to join for a dinner that was planned by Miss Landry. Nice meatloaf dinner. And, Dr. Dixon's been talking about it the entire trip to Egypt. So, Professor Thursday, you're over studying that mysterious book that you guys have been studying for quite some time. And, you're just over enjoying you've enjoyed dinner. Dinner is over. It was fantastic. Miss Landry has left you guys, with some tea, after dinner snacks and stuff. And you guys are enjoying a game of chess and flipping through your mystery book over here, see if you can't crack some of that code.
Well, I must say, Lee, you give your cousin Clark way too hard a time about your automobile. I mean, it was mostly my fault.
I know, Father, and it's late September. I should be back in school. I've delayed it, but I want to find the boy. He's run off to the Carolinas. He's run away. It's your fault, Father. He's destroyed my car. I don't know what you did to my neighbor. I don't know what happened. Have you seen the house, Professor? The house across the street's been condemned.
What?
The FBI was there. The Federal Bureau of Investigation. I didn't even know they existed in 1923, but apparently they do.
Father O'Toole, what were you up to?
Well, apparently, all you people were out having your shenanigans in Egypt with the mummies and such. Ooh, we were keeping it real here at home, and your neighbor there was trying to summon Satan from the very bowels of his house.
I had no idea there were Satanists next door.
They're not Satanists next door. Father O'Toole and Clark Wayne are making this up. I believe they both got intoxicated, crashed my car across the street. And then something happened to Mr. Corbett. Mr. Corbett will bring me tomatoes from his gardens. But I actually inclined to believe him, Professor. Clark Wayne left me an unusual journal that the man wrote that had exotic funguses and strange practices inside. I will let you look at it. You find it fascinating.
Yes, I do enjoy the fungi world.
It's not, but I did not. And it wasn't a mummy. It was more like it was a mummy. I don't know another way to describe it, but you just make it sound so. You weren't there, Father. You weren't there for it.
It's like I was saying, Lee, though. You didn't have to cross half a freaking continent to find a mummy. There was one right next the fuck door.
It was.
Well, how was he to know?
First of all, I did not go to find a mummy. I went on vacation, Father O'Toole. Do you know what I went on vacation for? I went on vacation to see a belly dancing woman, and I went on vacation to smoke a hookah pipe. Do you know what I did not do on my vacation to Egypt? I did not see a belly dancing woman, though I did meet a wonderful actress by the name of Lacey Gray. But we will not speak of her. Then I did not get to smoke a hookah. I got to eat exotic foods that no one would eat. I ate blood pudding when we got off the cruise in England.
You did catch on fire, so you did get to smoke.
Thank you, Professor.
The
whole boat was on fire, Father.
Not the whole boat.
Monsters had come up from the
Just a couple
river.
of people in a canopy.
Crocodiles.
I'm not certain you've told me all that you can tell me about what you're doing over there in Egypt.
I had a sword fight.
He did?
That's what I didn't want to do in Egypt.
Yes.
I had a sword fight. I went to Egypt to gamble, smoke a hookah bar, see belly dancing women, and see Professor Thursday's friend who dug up the mummy that everybody's talking about. There's some big tomb.
Oh,
And
it's
there's a curse. I don't even know. I was there with the curse shot. I'll tell you it's more. But anyway. So it's fine. It's fine. But now I'm home.
Professor Carter, though, he is doing such great work. He even let us go and peek in. It was amazing.
It was interesting. It was rather anticlimactic after seeing the living mummy raise the dead from the waters of the Nile. But it was still interesting. It was still interesting. I'm so happy you brought your dog with you this evening, Professor. I have not seen them stop this.
Wonderful music they make.
Oh, he's a lovely fellow.
Seriously.
No one should think about kicking that dog at all.
Oh, stop it. Terrible person.
I know, I'm a horrible person.
Right.
We're having a minor technical difficulty.
You do have a mute button, darling.
Oh, do I?
We're having another minor technical.
I'm looking. No, that's more. I found it.
No, you didn't.
You haven't used it yet, lad. It's great to find it, but how about maybe now you use it?
Hey,
I'd like to take a minute while people talk about the perfect production quality of Black Acid Studios productions. We're the most submersive, smoothest running stream on the internet today. I challenge anybody to comment below and say that ain't true.
Okay.
oh my God.
Oh my!
Sorry, I wanted to check on her.
She's fine. Oh, I didn't realize you can mute it. Oh, just give us
I
a
muted
thumbs
her,
up when
because I don't think she can.
I think she can hear us.
I would hope so.
She can hear you.
Give us a thumbs up when the dog is quiet, and then we can unmute you manually. I don't have to speak as Dr. Dixon when I'm explaining technical terms in the game. I just find it easier that way, and I hope people at home enjoy it.
Yeah, you're talking, but you're on mute, babe. It's fine.
Oh, good. The dog is still barking.
Oh my God.
Well, I can still hear the damn dog, so I know the dog's still barking.
Well, can somebody tell us when the dog has stopped so that I could click the button?
I would like to thank our viewer.
Stick
It's
it
Way
in.
to stick in there, viewer.
My goodness. It's awesome.
All right, I think we're good.
Are we good? Oh, here.
Thank you. Why am I muted? Why was it over?
Oh my gosh. All right. Okay. Back to. So you guys are enjoying your evening, quiet tea, coffee, whatever.
And sorry, my dogs are so talkative tonight. They missed me while I was in Egypt.
Oh, apparently so, Professor. Knight takes bishop, Father.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. I had much time to play chess on the cruise. Oh,
There was quite a bit of death on the cruise.
with Detective Masterton, wonderful detective that we met
Very nice man.
on our cruise. He's a very strategic-minded individual.
British.
We met a couple British people.
Ah, Protestant.
You know, I didn't ask. You know,
As they would consider that, I would. My mother didn't trust Anglican people. She said that was kind of like half a Catholic, but that doesn't matter.
Half a Catholic. All right. So while you guys are talking, the night has taken. Bishop, you knock on your study door, which is not all the way closed. You know, Miss Landry's at the door.
Miss Landry, yes.
Excuse me, doctor. Got a visitor at the door. Mr. Jefferson from the church has come, but not to see Father O'Toole. He's come to see you specifically, doctor. Yes, he said it was urgent, or otherwise he would have waited.
Oh, well, please let him in, Miss Landry, if you don't mind.
Of course, of course.
Thank you, dear.
Now, what have you been doing with Mr. Jefferson?
Mr. Jefferson? Well, besides being my groundskeeper, nothing really. I had him indulge in a side project for me, but I don't. Did he come in?
Yes, he's walked in,
Let's
followed
find
by
him.
Miss Landry. Hello, doctor. I apologize for interrupting your evening. I know you're just recently back and all, but
Not at all, Jefferson. Mr. Jefferson, I apologize. May I pour you a drink?
oh, sure.
Do you have a
Sure. It's been a
preference?
while. Yeah, whiskey. It's fine.
Obviously, it's not actually whiskey, that being illegal. It's just simply colored water.
No, I mean colored whiskey colored water. Would be
Oh,
great.
golden color. Yes.
Yes.
I pour him a drink and I pass it over to him.
Now, the manner in which we've spoken about the task you assigned me to do, sir, is it okay if I speak in French?
Oh, you may speak freely. Father O'Toole was with me in the tunnels, which I spoke of. I spoke to you about the tunnels before, Professor.
I don't believe so.
When I inherited this home from my uncle, whose name escapes me, so I apologize. It's been a few months since we've.
Yeah.
When I inherited my estate from my uncle Kimball, a wonderful individual, I did not know at the time he was afflicted with an affliction that was turning him into a cannibalistic beast, which was part of a warren of cannibalistic beasts, which is situated basically right next door under the church, which is why I drink. And it helps me sleep.
You have goodness on one side of you and cannibals on the other. I now understand why you have so many interesting hobbies.
Well, one has to sword fight and stay levels with medication because, yes, you have cannibals and. Anyway, I don't know what they're called. It's a warren of monsters underneath the church.
Father, did you know you had a warren of monsters underneath your church?
I did last. That was not one of my fondest memories. I lost good Sister Agnes down in that warren.
And that, Father, was what prompted me to hire Mr. Jefferson. I could not sleep. I was there. We both know what happened. I could not sleep. We do not know what happened to Sister Agnes. What we know is things dragged her into the earth. And we could not find her. Both the father and I were incapacitated at the time. Monstrous beast. A feminine creature, Professor. 7 feet tall with goat hooves. Threw me, and I'm a large enough individual, into Gravestone, knocked me unconscious. Father, too, nothing we could do about it, so I could not sleep at night. I hired Jefferson and a few men to look around, see if we couldn't find a tunnel.
Does the Catholic Church keep monsters at every church?
Yes.
Just yours, Father.
According to my grandmother, they do.
I went into that warren with Lee last, but I woke up in a sanitarium at the university.
Oh, I remember that. That was why. I wondered.
I helped the father. Because,
Helped your
again,
brother?
that was our first real encounter. Well, it wasn't my first encounter with the supernatural per se, Professor. My first encounter with the things that we deal with was on my journey here from Virginia when I came to the town of Emberhead, which was beset by cultists who attempted to sacrifice me to an ancient god, which I cast a magic spell which puts me in communication with you. The angels of God killed the whole town and branded me on the chest. Since then, horrible things happen to me all the time. I don't know why.
I'm thinking we might have a glimmer on that front.
But perhaps we should address our guest here.
Yes, Miss Jefferson, I apologize.
Mr. Jefferson is so confused.
I forgot you were there.
Dr. Dixon does have a tendency to go on and on and on and on.
I apologize, Mr. Jefferson.
I have been drinking, sir. I have been drinking. I apologize.
Well, as have I, Doctor.
We'll have another
Lovely
drink.
too, by the way. Thank you very much.
You're not going to say anything. I'm the best employee in town.
Oh
Yes.
yes, for sure. No offense, Father. But I had to take
None taken, Keeper.
He's a man of the cloth.
Okay, so Doctor, I was repairing the oldest part of the cemetery, Father. You know, you had me working back there, you know, just this past couple weeks, and
Yes, son.
it one of the larger mausoleums. It's, you know, partially crumbled, you know. So we were trying to figure out how to repair this, how to bring it back up and clear around it, and well, I moved one of the stones out of the way, and there was a tunnel. Now, Father, Doctor, I didn't go very far into that tunnel, to be completely honest with you. It kind of spooked me some. So I could see far enough that it definitely went into the earth, and it was heading toward the cemetery, like heading toward the church from, you know, so I thought I would best let you know I found this just this afternoon. You're muted.
I thank you very much, Mr. Jefferson.
Of course, Doctor, of course.
I reach into my wallet and I give him like $5 or $10, whatever I have handy. Thank you again. And what time is it?
It's after dinner time. It's early evening. It's not dark yet.
And it's chilly, right, outside because it's like fall.
Yeah, it's fall. Yeah.
And I know where the area he's talking about, right?
The old part of the mausoleum. He gives you the name and gives you like a rough direction how to get there.
Oh, yeah, Father O'Toole's.
Between the two of you, you could probably figure out how to navigate the cemetery pretty well.
Okay.
Do you want to go look in the tunnel, Father?
Oh.
So, dark and spooky tunnel.
It's right next door. We know that there's horrible worlds of monsters underneath us.
Well, Lee, I came over here for supper and chess. So I didn't bring my bag of tricks with me.
No need, Father.
So I need to pop back over to the church just to pick up my lucky charms.
Good idea.
Very well, very well.
At least it's close.
Well, whenever I come over or am hanging out with you, Dr. Dixon, I make sure to bring my gun. I'm good.
There was a time that would have offended me, Professor, but after the things that we've encountered, I understand. I carry a gun rather regularly myself these days.
Wait, you must be prepared.
Dr. Dixon goes over to his cabinet that he opens up where he's had the double holster thing made for his revolvers. This is wonderful. It's like a gangster has. And he puts it on.
No.
It's lovely, Professor. Would you like a gun? I have a shot. I was going to give it to Father O'Toole, but he ran across the church.
No, I'm fine. I have my gun that I prefer that has its port.
Because I'm not going into the tunnel without my guns. Or Ajax.
That would be
Or
foolish.
like a lantern.
I'm not gonna
I
role
would get
play.
that
I'm
gun,
not
too.
gonna role play running back and forth unless you need me to.
That's a Miss Landry. Please.
Landry will just let you in anyway.
Should I bring my book that I've been working on translating?
I would.
There's no reason
All right.
not to. last time me and Father O'Toole were in the Warrens, Professor, I'm actually quite happy you're here. We encountered writings. I could not decipher them. All I speaks Latin, French, and Father couldn't. So, but you are a wizard with languages.
I am. I am excited for that. Going to bring my sketchbook and my notes too.
Hopefully, we'll encounter less monsters.
That would be good.
That would be wonderful.
I would appreciate that. It's hard to take notes when you're running.
It is hard to take notes when you're running. I prep. I get my thing. I wait for the Father. I get my coat, my gloves, all that kind of good stuff. So,
gathering
I'm all set. I got my satchel, my Bible, and my gun.
And Dr. Dixon has his cigar, and he sits there and he remembers the last time he did the same thing with Father O'Toole to go into a tunnel that was on his church. So he pours him, just hammers back a drink. He's got his thing of pills. He's ready. Oh yeah. He's good. He's good. He's got to fight insanity somehow. He does that by getting liquored up.
I might need a more sturdy tea.
Pours a little shot in there, Professor.
Like, could I have some whiskey? Just a touch.
Just a touch, just for the nerves. Just for the nerves. You got to psych yourself up when you're going underground.
Right at the edge, baby.
I only drink Ishkibaha.
And as soon as Father O'Toole gets back, we'll go head to the tunnel, I guess, because it's still.
I get back, and I offer up blessings for weapons for all minor blessed. But if anyone wants blessings on their weapons, I will bless them.
Always helpful.
I'm sure I'll have a blessing. Yes. Nightmare Father. Be the Lord's Crusader.
Oh, I just got a big lag spike.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, yeah. Bethany's hold up right there. There we go. Sorry, guys.
Okay, sorry. Anyway.
Always technical. Combat ready.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
It's not been too bad. Maybe it's just you're having a little lag, Bethany.
Okay, are we good?
Yeah, I think so.
I think we're back. Okay. All right, go.
All right. So, you can easily figure out where the old overgrown part of the cemetery is. Father, you're the one that told him to go and fix that place to begin with. So, you find the mausoleum that fit the description, and sure enough, you go inside, and it partially collapsed. It's not way worse shape than the previous tunnel was. So the stone is still moved. He didn't put it back, so you can see clearly that there is indeed a very similar opening to the one that you found in the mausoleum across from your dear Aunt Catherine's headstone. You want to go in?
Well, yeah, I will take a minute to just take a look around with my lantern, just see if there's anything on the walls, scratchings, writings, anything like that.
Okay. Do a spot hidden.
26. I'm good.
All right. The game of spot hidden begins. You can tell that the this tunnel is a hand dug tunnel, Doctor. It looks pretty familiar to the one that you've seen before, except for where the tunnel that Uncle Kimball used to hang out at, where it was dug like into the earth, like, the scrapes on the wall dug deeper in. This tunnel was dug to be an exit. You can tell the direction that the hand
going to dug upwards, face downwards. Okay.
Yeah. They were trying to get out. This is meant to be a get out spot and not a get in spot.
Is it tall enough that we can walk through, or do we have to get down?
You crouch for a little bit, but eventually it opens up to a wider where you can stand probably two across.
I assume Father O'Toole, you brought your Tommy gun.
Oh, yes.
Okay. I have my pistol and my cane. I'll ask Professor Thursday to hold the lantern if she doesn't mind.
I do, and I have my pistol. So
She's prepared, you guys.
Oh, no, stuff happens to us all the time now.
This is not my first Dr. Dixon rodeo.
It's a good time. It's like that, James. This isn't the first time I've been here.
No, not.
All right. We go into the tunnel.
So you go into the tunnel. This tunnel leads to, it kind of like breaks into an opening that leads to opening like a natural cave system. You can tell this tunnel opens up into a large room. There are boulders. It's not a huge cave, but it's maybe 10, 15 foot by 20 foot or so. Stalagmites are grown up. As you go into it, you can tell you are going down deeper into the ground with every step you take across this room. The stalagmite, it's this part, there's no hand carved, no.
Looks more natural.
Right, this is all a natural inside cave down below the ground.
A hand dug cave has led us into a larger natural cavern, which is okay, and then it keeps going further down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it's the second circle of hell. This should be 9, according to.
All right, now the deeper you get into this tunnel, you start to notice that the lantern, you don't really need it so much. On the ground, there's this soft, spongy, mossy lichen. I don't know the right word for it, but it is phosphorescent. It is glowing in this weird purplish blue hue.
Bioluminescent?
Yes. Thank you.
How interesting. A bioluminescent moss species. We should take some back.
I'm ahead of you, Professor. The doctor has his pen out, like his handkerchief. Is this similar to the... Oh, bless you. Is this similar to the fungus that we found?
Weird color out of space mushrooms that you found in the other
is it the same kind of color?
No,
it's different.
It is. This is more of a natural, earthy.
I'm going to take a moment to, Professor.
It doesn't make you sick or nauseous like that other color. You can identify this as like a bluish purple. You've seen this color in nature before.
I have biology, if that would help at all.
Okay.
I don't know, or do I? Is there anything else? Okay. 39, so I passed.
39. This is a unidentified species of some kind of cave lichen, but again, it doesn't have any supernatural.
Dr. Rockford would really be interested in this.
Probably would. I have not shown you the mushrooms that I have, Professor. The first time
you had mentioned them. I hadn't seen them yet.
I have them in my. Well, I don't like to call it a laboratory because then people look at you funny. I have well, it is a laboratory. It's in the basement, but the mushrooms I've been growing there. They have a supernatural. Well, it's not normal. You can't look at them too long. You have to cover them. It's very unusual. We found them in the cave system, very similar to this. They were in another cave, same style, natural cave. I don't know what this lichen is, but I've never seen it before. It's not the same thing. You remember the mushrooms, Father? The effect?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. I'm sorry. While you two were jabberwalking, I was just looking around to see if there was anything sinister around here.
Sorry. Bioluminescence is very interesting.
It is. We're scientists, Father.
Yes.
Scientists. Perhaps you would like to have an inquisition and burn some witches or something like that, but we're trying to discover.
He'll burn me.
He might. You are a woman of science.
He
That was
wasn't
common.
there.
That went out of style 3 popes ago.
Yeah. 3 popes, that's a while.
I'm fairly certain the New Englanders still burn witches who try to drown them on All Hallows Eve, so I would stay away.
Right? I hide, just in case.
All right. If do you guys have listen? Is listen a thing? Okay. I forgot to print it.
I hear nothing because I'm too busy talking to Professor Thursday
Yeah.
about the moss.
I failed too.
I got a 21.
All
I
right.
succeeded.
Because Father O'Toole's been here before. Not here, but he knows the drill, so he's paying a little bit more attention than everybody else is. You hear this like clicking, click, click, click sound coming from somewhere in the cave that you cannot see.
Well, you know, shush and just listen for a second.
What is
Do
it?
you hear that?
I try to listen really hard now.
I don't hear anything.
Nope.
Nope, just Father O'Toole. Just
Are you okay, Father? Do you feel well?
click, clicking.
Can I figure out where it's coming from?
It's coming from a dark part of the cave that you can't see quite so well.
So, but I can say, I think it's coming from over there.
That direction, yeah, you can tell. Like,
I think it's coming from over there.
I'll hold the lantern up to see if I can see what's going on in the darkness.
And I have my pistol pointed that way.
Okay. You point your lantern towards the darkness, and Professor Thursday, if you would do I believe it's archaeology.
Okay.
I mean, y'all can do it too, but
8.
8? Heck
8.
yes. That's a great roll, Colleen.
99. I critically failed that archaeological roll.
Oh, bless both of you. It's okay. I got an 8.
This is Atlantean. Have you heard of Atlantis, Professor?
I might have read something about it.
So, Professor, as you raise up your lantern and you're kind of aiming it in the direction Father O'Toole asked you to try to illuminate, you notice that there's the natural cave wall makes way to I mean, it's not even just that it's carved from the cave wall. It's not. It's carved from brick. There's a doorway with these stones that have been hewn. They're perfect.
Does anyone else see this archway that has a keystone that really shouldn't be here? Just saying.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see it?
What?
Yeah, well, I mean, if when she points it out, you guys notice, oh, well, yeah, I guess it doesn't look so much like a cave wall in here. I assume you guys walk towards it.
Yeah, let's walk toward that.
All right, as you walk
with the clicking noises.
Right, of course. Strange, unexplained noise. Let's walk toward it.
Not
Silently.
that. We don't
Sneakily.
disappoint. We do not disappoint here at Black Acid Studios. When we say we're playing the game of Spot Hidden, we're playing the game of Spot Hidden. We're playing roll Spot Hidden.
It's the most useful skill in Call of Cthulhu.
It really, truly is fantastic.
I rolled a 4.
I failed.
Colleen doesn't know nothing.
I didn't see
You
it.
passed, Father.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
I messed with my dogs.
okay. So you immediately notice that the direction that you're walking in this spongy lichen, there appear to be footprints where where they have stepped on this moss. They've like crushed whatever the luminescent stuff, and they're like dark wherever these little footprints were, and they went doot, 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 doot,
So
right through that
there's a
door.
trail to follow. Can I determine like what size foot it is? Is it like big foot, little foot, human foot,
It's,
animal
it's
foot,
a it's a little foot, small feet.
human
Let's
foot, animal foot?
uh some kind of shoe, soft-soled, soft. That's terrible words. Soft-soled shoe,
So more than likely
not
human.
like a barefoot.
So but more than likely human, bipedal anyway.
Bipedal is a good descriptor. Yes, they did.
But they have shoes on?
Mhm.
And it's in the moss, the footprints, right?
Mhm.
So it's relatively recent because the moss would sponge back up, probably.
Mhm.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
Lee, it seems we have a trail to follow.
Wonderful, wonderful, Father.
Once more into the breach. Har.
I wish this nothing bad could be down here. We are fine, Professor. We have several firearms. We know there's a horrible monster down here, so we're ready for it. How bad
You're
can it be?
prepared.
We have a lantern.
All right.
You're confident.
So this
Keep
passage.
winning. Keep winning.
Tiger blood, tiger blood.
Okay, so this passage that you're walking in, it is constructed out of bricks. Like Professor Thursday, you've been inside the pyramids. You know they're perfectly cut, perfectly aligned. They're not like mirror polished or anything, but I mean these were masoned
Right.
perfectly.
They didn't use any grout. It's perfectly. They didn't have to.
Yeah. And then
Atlantean.
along some of the stones, you got all these archaeology rolls, lady. Go ahead and do an archaeology roll, please.
Oh, hold on. I made my. How did I make it so small? Sorry. 37. Yeah. Not great.
All right.
Right there.
All right. So these carvings that are on these stones as you make your way down this passageway, you notice that they're this like curvilinear script. It's I can't think of the word because I'm kind of dumb.
Lots of
But, like,
scroll work.
like like Mayan script, how it's like some like you could tell there's like a letter, but it's also got like a
Cuneiform.
with it.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, cuneiforms with the stick.
the stick, yeah. These
Yeah,
are like
so more of a calligraphy kind of thing, but it's a more ancient, like Sanskrit.
no, this is like they're like glyphs, more like
Okay.
like you could see like animal figures. Some of these like little figures that represent whatever this language is.
Okay.
Look almost snakish, and a pattern keeps repeating in the script with a little white crescent. You don't know what it means. You can't tell what it means. You can't read it. It doesn't resemble anything that you have ever seen. But it does keep like repeating this almost snakish, curling snakes almost kind of motif with these like crescents. Little
Interesting.
It's a repeating pattern of a crescent.
This is obviously some kind of probably a spell or a prayer or a mantra. I'm not sure.
Well, all I know is that if I was going to be building a gateway to hell, it would probably look a lot like this.
Oh, for certain, Father. And I would do it under a church to be ironic, as I assume the devil is.
Yeah.
Charming fellow, according to Daniel Webster. But
I would love to know what this repeating pattern is.
You can't decipher it, Professor?
I don't know it. I haven't seen it before. It's not even
That
in
is-
the book. I'm going to check in my book and see if there's anything similar.
That is intriguing indeed.
Would a religious studies role do anything, Keeper?
No.
Yeah.
No, this is old. This is
So
old.
is there anything in my book that will help?
No, there's nothing. You've never seen anything at all. You're not even sure if any of this script was used in the book in Dr. Dixon's office. This is entirely different.
Yeah, lovely.
Even more so than that.
Right. This is connected to nothing I've ever seen before. Let me just get a couple sketches.
I was going to
So-
say.
We'll obviously watch, and we can keep going deeper further on.
You surely can.
Perhaps this more writing, Professor, will help you decipher this.
All right.
And we'll watch while the professor's taking her sketches.
Of course. All right. So let's see. She sketches. I guess it takes her maybe a couple minutes. I assume she's just talented. I mean, she travels a lot. She sees a lot of exhibits. You're pretty.
She's smart. She just puts it up
Good.
there and does the thing.
Just does the thing.
Just do
Carefully, though,
rubbing.
you don't want to like rub the thing off.
Do the
or
rubbing thing.
Damage it in any way. All right. So yeah, you successfully are able to copy this, whatever on earth it could possibly be. As you make your way down this passage, you can tell that the ground below you is still inclining downward. So you are still making your way deeper underneath Arkham. So if you guys want to do, let's see, a listen check, please.
21. Believe that even better.
99. Wow. I am totally into my sketchbook at this point.
Professor found a new language. She doesn't care anymore.
I could care less. Go figure it out.
She's already thinking about her next thesis. It's like, oh my God.
I was saying silent prayers to myself. I didn't hear a darn thing.
All right. Dr. Dixon.
Is so bored because there's book learning.
This was not what he said it was going to be.
No adventure. It's just languages.
Well, that's what you told her was going to be down here. At least you didn't
Just to
disappoint.
lure her down here so she could read the magic spells.
All right. So, Dr. Dixon,
Yes.
you off in the distance, you can't really tell. You don't know how far down this tunnel is. You can't make out any distance at all in here. You are pretty certain you hear a clicking sound, but not just a clicking sound. There was a clicking sound that was eerily familiar to the communicative clicking sound that you heard in the previous tunnel. And if you give it a second, you'll actually hear a second clicking sound. Like somebody clicked and something answered it. It was some kind of definite communication down here in this dark tunnel.
And the father and the professor didn't hear that, right? Father, did you say you had heard a clicking sound?
Yes, Lee, I did. It sounded like a chattering.
Yes, it's over that way. And I motioned to the direction which it came from with my pistol. That's cocked now.
Okay, you don't see
I don't
anything.
know if I want to know what it is.
Nothing comes through the door. You just hear it the one time.
Maybe it isn't anything. Maybe it's just a bug.
Well, and it's not something obvious like Morse code or something like it.
No,
No, okay.
no.
Right.
But it To Dr. Dixon, though, you've heard it before. It's
Where?
very familiar. And this one, like I said, there was definitely two, and there was one that answered the other.
Where have I heard it before?
This was from under the tunnel, the original tunnels, when you were following.
Oh, the same thing as Uncle Kimball?
Uh-huh. Clicky clicking.
Oh, Father, that's the monster things that were living under the. Maybe we should leave.
Evacuate!
Clicky monster things. Yes, I do not want clicky monster things.
That's not the best, perhaps, way to describe the monster. I do not know. We're underground in a tunnel, as I can't be a poet 24 hours a day. There's monsters over there.
Do we need to see these monsters?
So I don't think they've noticed us, do they?
Well, Lee,
No, they're not.
we're going to have to deal with it now, or we're going to have to deal with it later.
Maybe we should just call the police.
It might be
I heard
wrong.
some clicking in the tunnel.
Their job.
How many of our good, fine law officers have to die at the hand of the devil before we take a step in and do our part?
I teach languages and sociology.
See, Father, not all of us have been called by the Lord.
Yes, no. I was called by the Dean of Administration.
I was called by a messy divorce that I had to move.
Father, hey, you want to go down there? You go right ahead.
I will take this collar off. No, I'm a man. Standing before you. Telling you. That Satan is down there.
Or, excuse me.
And the good people are up there. And we are the boundary between them.
Well, now I'm going.
You
Well,
have
I wasn't going to go for them.
Will you follow me into hell? Or will you go scomping back to your mammy?
I have to take some serious time on that because,
I don't know about the professor.
I'm agnostic. So I don't think this is really like welcome. But
It was a wonderful speech, though.
We're killing.
it was lovely. Don't get me wrong.
I'm going to go. I'm kind of agnostic myself, but I'm still going to go because he tried so hard.
I know it is quite the plea.
I'm ready to go fight evil, Professor. I wasn't
Right?
earlier.
It's good to see passion in the priesthood. All right, I will come along, but I'm going to be back here. You guys are going first.
Oh no, I wouldn't expect. I wouldn't be gentlemanly. Let lady go. No, I have my pistol drawn. Just
all right. And Professor, I'm guessing you still have the lantern and you're still shining it on the wall, and you tell them to stop for a minute. Hold it. Do not take one more step, because up here on this wall, there's a mural.
Ooh,
Here.
is it pretty?
It's relatively primitive. You can see that over the stones has been some kind of plaster. It's kind of chipped off in a few places, but for the most part,
Some fresco.
it's definitely here. And
Nice.
it is appears to be a landscape, a hilly landscape, with these two stone towers, one on either side of the frame of this landscape. If you want to do either archaeology or anthropology, I don't know which one of them is higher for you.
My
They're probably
anthropology is
both.
higher. Ooh, yeah. 15.
All right. This painting, the cave paintings like in Lascaux and stuff. I don't even know if those have been found in 1922. We're going to take a reach here and say that they are. the oldest cave paintings that you are aware of, these are even older than that.
Mm.
They're, I mean, so old and primitive. Um, this panel leads into another panel. I'm assuming you're taking like super detailed notes of, because with the clicking, I don't imagine you have a whole lot of time to
Like,
draw
ignore
a
the clicking.
sketch.
Let's sketch.
No writing here. This is just a painting. There is a second panel which does show the same landscape. You can tell it's the same hills. There are those 2 stone towers. I'm sorry, I've got a hair. Keeps getting in there. But this second panel, added to this little hilly landscape, are like little buildings, little like huts, made of like earthy materials, like skins and leaves and like stretched leather and stuff.
Mm.
And it also looks like these little villages in this little landscape have been populated with these robed serpentine figures. And it looks like, there's even like a little section where it looks like there are people bowed in worship in front of a giant snake statue.
Lovely.
And the giant snake statue, right in the center of its forehead, has one of those little crescents, like that same motif that had been repeated
Right.
previously in this hall.
Okay.
All
It
right.
seems to be some kind of snake worship. I'm not sure what, but it seems that there is some form of snake worship that went on in this area. Did you see snakes in the other tunnel?
Wasn't there a statue? Hey, Lee, you're all muted. You're all muted. Nobody can hear what you're saying.
I felt I lost my voice for a second. I was consumed by terror. No, Father, I do not.
And you made Father O2 Scottish for a second there.
He took a trip to Edinburgh.
Well, he was influenced by his uncle who's Scottish. Sometimes he just loses, switches over, and spend 2 summers there. Fighting the Loch Ness monster. But oh no, we didn't encounter any serpent people, did we?
Wasn't there a statue of a serpent in that other one?
I do not recall. I do not believe so. There was a statue, but I never believe it was a serpent. Perhaps it was a serpentess. Nothing like this.
Yes, this is.
I think you're right.
It reminds me a lot of the Incan Quetzalcoatl, which was the serpent dragon, but it's nothing like their writing. It's very interesting.
It's really old.
Yes, I haven't seen anything from this era ever.
Predates Arkham, certainly.
Oh, definitely. But when you put together, there are some places in Peru, the excellent stonework, and then the worship of snakes that could have been from, millennia ago. It's very interesting.
It is very interesting. Does this help you at all decipher the writing?
Does this help with my deciphering the writing?
From the cavern back.
No,
it does not.
No,
but it definitely confirms my theory that there was something to do with snakes.
Yeah, there is a final panel as well, you can tell. This one's not in as good a condition as the other 2 panels. It's let's see. You do see it is again that same landscape. And you do see again the little huts and the towers. And it appears that this little village, parts of it are on fire. It appears to have been attacked, and is being attacked by these reptiles. if everybody can do an either intelligence or a history roll, whichever is, I would assume everybody's intelligence is probably pretty high.
Yeah, I'm good.
Whatever this was the one part in college that Dr. Dixon paid attention to because he rolled a 3.
Ah! Wow.
Whatever this was the one thing that Father O'Toole did not pay attention to in seminary classes because he rolled a 92.
Oh!
Well, those of you who
Yes.
succeeded.
I succeeded.
I got a
Jesus.
critical.
Mary and Joseph. You recognize that these aren't just reptiles, they're dinosaurs.
Oh my goodness, Professor! Those are dinosaurs!
You can even tell in one part of this painting, there's like a pterodactyl that's carrying off one of these robed worshippers.
I mean, look at this. There was no fire that we knew of, at least possessed by humans during this time. We knew there were some humans who survived with the dinosaurs for a short period, but this would rewrite prehistory.
Oh, sure. And next you'll be telling me that dragons and unicorns are real too.
As a boy, I dreamed that one could ride a pterodactyl through the sky. My professor said it was not.
Oh, it wasn't being ridden through the sky. It was being carried off, like gonna be devoured by this pterodactyl. It wasn't like
It wasn't tamed.
tamed.
Oh,
No.
well,
I
that's
would
not
tame a
good.
pterodactyl if there was one.
So hell is run by dinosaurs, Father?
Is it, Father? I would assume it is, Professor. I love dinosaurs. It was my favorite part of school. There's brontosauruses and tyrannosaurus rexes.
Have you ever read the scripture?
I have read all of them. My grandmother made me.
Did you ever see the word Dana? Anywhere in there?
Dinosaurs, no.
Yeah.
It's Satan's lie. I'm just indulging the
Did you ever
professor.
see the word Sar in there? Anywhere?
No.
No. Because it didn't exist.
It's not in the Bible. Definitely wouldn't.
No fucking unicorns in the Bible either.
They didn't make the boat, Father.
They drowned. You're Irish. You've heard the song.
They drowned in the Maker's flood.
Which they've proven.
So unless I'm mistaken, we're halfway to hell. My collar's off. And we're having a debate about unicorns right now. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah,
Would you like a pill, Father?
that's how he ended up in the loony bin last time.
Dr. Dixon takes one.
Just fine.
It just played.
Just fine.
Just making sure.
So do we head toward the clicking noise, or do we just stay here and discuss dinosaurs?
I don't know. We just lost Arizona.
I think we did.
Ah, we lost Arizona.
Yeah, we did.
You guys are like one frame every
We can-
6 seconds.
We can-
Going down.
And you sound like those little things you squeeze and they make noise. The little moo things.
Can you hear me? Is it better? 'Cause Dr.
Now
Dixon's
I can hear
better.
you.
Yeah, that's much better. We just probably got lag spotty.
Okay, are we? Let's give it a second. 'Cause
Sorry,
Dr.
guys at
Dixon, you're
home.
still frozen for me on my screen. Okay, you're back.
I saw a blink. Yes.
Guys, can you see us?
Yes.
Yes.
Back.
There we go.
All of us are back.
Yep.
Sweet. I don't remember what we were doing. Okay.
Has the clicking sound been attracted to us? We have a vigorous debate about dinosaur because Dr. Dixon said, "Oh look, there's dinosaurs." Quite-
No. And you can actually see that this was the last panel of this wall, because it does lead to another little doorway. The panels have led you all the way through that hall, and there's another.
And whatever creatures are down there haven't noticed us or whatever.
They have not come to get you, if they've noticed you.
Well, that's
It's
good.
against my better judgment, but I kind of like to see if there's anything else.
You're just hoping it's dinosaurs.
Well, yes. Yes, I'm honestly, up until the point now there was going to be dinosaurs. I suspected many things. Arkham continues to exploit me, but now I believe a man can ride a pterodactyl should he have the will to.
They were not riding the pterodactyl.
I believe they're
He
being
did not take-
carried off brutally for their death.
But the pterodactyl has not met Dr. Dixon yet.
Thank you, Professor. I would tame a
I
pterodactyl.
stand corrected.
Voice in my head that I'm talking to the sky because the keeper's not there.
He just throw the pills down his throat, like rub his throat, so he'll eat them.
I'm level. I didn't expect to find dinosaurs.
Level. Dr. Dixon is never.
My professor at university said, "You can never have a dinosaur, Dr. Dixon." He was wrong.
Never say never.
Man can dream.
Yes, so I would like to continue if no one minds. I know Father Cthulhu wants to go because his scriptures are falling apart with the light of the dinosaur, baby.
I'm this drunk already. I might as well.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm only on my third flask.
Return. Here's see a turd.
There's your little.
Oh my God. Thank you for sticking with
Tuberculosis again.
us. All right. So
We're still real cautious because of that clicking.
good
You're
idea.
still clicking.
Clicking's disturbing.
So this little door leads into a very small, very, very small cavern. It's a little crumbled. There is a big gaping hole in the floor, though. You can see down it does drop about 20 feet. Looks like, there's like little pieces of rock sticking out from the inside of this. It could possibly be navigated. Let's see.
You mean the hole's blocking the passage? Like you have to go around the hole?
Oh no, the end of this hallway, there's the door, opens into another room, which is like a little cave.
Okay.
It's just a cave. There's nothing but this hole in the floor.
So you'd have to go down into the hole in the floor to go any deeper.
Well, no, I thought she said you could like kind of Super Mario around.
No, it's a cave. It's just another cave room. There's a couple of stalagmites
okay.
growing up from the ground, but right in the middle of it is this.
Okay.
Oh.
A gaping chasm.
Gaping chasm.
Oh, look! There's that hole to hell that I was talking about.
Is there a ground?
You can see there's a ground. It's about 20 feet. Yeah, you can walk to the hole.
I could take
Well, I
my
know you can't walk to the hole, but I mean,
down near the hole.
It's about 20 feet down. You can tell that, like, looking down into the hole. It's about 20 feet down.
Anyone bring rope?
But you can see at the bottom of the hole, like at the bottom of the 20 feet, are like mason brick tiles on the ground. It's not just another cave.
I did not think to bring a coil of rope.
Y'all
guys do a lot
got
more.
any of those glowing mushrooms that you collected earlier?
They were mushrooms, but I'd like it, yes.
Here, you throw those down there. See if we can light the way a little bit.
But I got them, Bob. I don't want to throw them in the hole. They're for science. It's my hobby.
It's for science. He was
You
gonna
can see
catch
20 feet down, right?
Okay, sure. Let the Irishman get into his bags of tricks and pull
No,
out
you don't.
50 feet of rope. Because what's you going to need a rope for?
You guys could do a luck roll, see if one of you remembered.
I won't even make that roll because I'm not going to say, you know what? Luckily, just right on my ass here, I keep
got a
50 feet
3.
rope.
You got
You rolled a
a 3.
3.
The priest
See?
with the rope, because you never know when you're going to have to tie somebody up.
The priest was a freaking Boy Scout, you guys.
Here's 50 feet of rope. Because what you going to need a rope for?
Yeah.
Dr. Dix just kind of stands there for a second.
Wow. Full service priest.
I cannot fault his logic. If he would have said it like, I have this rope with us earlier, I'd say, Father, I don't think that's necessary, but I was wrong, Father.
So wrong.
Well, I begin to make the, well, I don't want to disturb the usual rope, Father. Go ahead.
Your rope. Go ahead. Climb down.
Tie it around one of those stalagmites. It'll hold. It's pretty sturdy.
Like, do I have to roll to lasso or tie the knot or anything?
No. No. Well, I mean, you were clearly a Boy Scout.
I tie a solid knot on a firm piece of rock that I know is not going to break on me.
He's not a Boy
Awesome.
Scout. He grew up in fucking Ireland. They don't have Boy Scouts. He's a spy.
Well, whatever they have in Ireland.
Actually,
It's not Boy Scouts.
I'm trying to
The
think. No, they would have Boy
boys
Scouts.
or
Well, they'd
whatever.
have Boy Scouts in England.
I didn't know if they had. I thought that
It
was.
started in England.
Usually, if we're playing, it's Gary that looks that shit up.
I have so many jokes right now, but they are all detrimental to my people, so I'm not going to say them.
All right. So,
It's a good Irish boy. It's a good Irish boy.
So anyway, since I brought the rope, I guess I'll go down first and see. I'll be the little worm
No,
on
Father, I'll
the
go
hook
down
and go
first.
down there and see what the hell's going on.
No, it's fine, Father. I'll go down first. I want to. I enjoy it.
You play old means.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
I'm standing up with my lantern going, is it okay?
Thank you,
Is it
Professor.
alive?
All right. Do a climb.
Oh shit! I didn't know I have to roll. Did we get a bonus to that or anything because we have a rope? Because like my climb skill's 20%. I'm not a professional climber.
So do with advantage because you have a rope.
I fall right the fuck down because it's 20%.
Christ. You only took 2 hit points, though. You're fine. Landed on my bad knee.
But I'll make
I
it.
don't even want to be down here anymore.
Here's
That
Johnny.
really
Let me
hurt.
show you how to
What
do
idea
it.
was this?
Melodious Jeffersons, ma'am.
Can't wait till I came home.
Do I get the advantage too?
Yeah. With your advantage, please.
Oh no, I fall right on top of him.
I dodge. I want to make my dodge. I dodge.
Okay, I climb right my ass down. So there we go.
You take 3 points of damage, Father. Okay. And what did you roll, Professor?
20.
Oh, you got it. You're good.
I know, I'm like,
points
what is your guys' problem?
She floats down like Mary
Alpha.
Poppins.
Talk about making climbing jokes to somebody. Lord smote you down in your pride. That really hurt. Dr. Dixon says he's brushing himself. It's cold outside.
Are you totally going to whine about this?
Is your ass sore? My ass is sore.
I fell right on. It hurts so bad.
Well, you did have an Irishman dropped on you.
All right.
There may be
So,
treasure in this cave. Something besides pictures of dinosaurs are pretty neat. I'm not.
really strange pictures of dinosaurs. Ancient.
Feel like it means something out of the Canterbury Tales.
All right, so
Chaucer never wrote about dinosaurs,
no, he did not.
at least not professionally.
The bottom of this descent, you are in a cavern, a big cavern. The lichen does not grow down here. It is extremely dark. It has, you do see that the floor is paved, I guess. It would be paved with these big tiles. Kind of like of similar material as to what was lining that hallway that passageway. Let's see if you guys would do a spot hidden check for me, please.
Oh, I actually
Dr.
saw
Dixon.
something.
Thanks to his failed archaeological role and his critical success about dinosaurs, is too busy. He has constructed his whole thing about the civilization of Atlantis and the dinosaur knights in his head.
Oh, dinosaur knights.
That's not the best word for him, but that's his imagination.
I'm going to say I do not think you can get that paper peer reviewed. I'm just saying.
Well, Dr. Dixon doesn't say it out loud. It's just in his head. He's whimsically thinking about dinosaur knights. That's why he has no idea.
You're not going to write your next thesis on it, but okay.
Well, maybe before the adventure's over, I will.
Probably make more money. More people read it.
Jesus, published all these people.
So,
Dinosaur
Professor
knights.
Thursday passed.
Josephine Scarlet. Go ahead.
Oh, he's thinking about Josephine Scarlet novels in a cave, Doctor.
I will write a letter to Josephine Scarlet saying you should write a book called Love of the Dinosaur Knights.
Don't.
It'll be an ancient tale. It'll be like, it's like Troy. Tale of Troy.
Yeah.
But there's dinosaurs in it. It'll be wonderful. Go ahead. I apologize.
Okay. Oh my goodness. All right. Father, you passed as well, right?
At some point, we are going. Lee, at some point, we're going to have to talk about your cocaine intake.
First of all, Father, we are in a temple of dinosaurs in Atlantis. I did not go looking for that. You cannot take that much cocaine. Did I have cocaine today? Yes. 1920s, I'm a physician.
The day ends
great
in a
when you're
Y.
feeling a little loop, a little strung out, little
That's why I'm
cocaine.
awake at 9:30. It's cocaine, Father.
My apologies, Keeper.
But my point is,
Proceed
you cannot
on.
have so much cocaine that you can hallucinate dinosaur murals. I know, I've tried. You can't have that much.
Yeah. All right.
Atlanteans.
Professor and Father passed, right? All right. You again hear that clicking sound. The lantern light isn't penetrating nearly as far in this particular chamber as it was in the previous one. But that distinct clicking sound is heard again, and it also had another reply. There's a conversation of primitive clicking sounds.
Oh, St. Francis Lee, I hear that clicking from over there.
Dr. Dixon's pulled out of his reverie of dinosaur nights. The clicking again, Father. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. And then he has his gun ready again.
Now, Professor, you are a bit of an expert at languages, if I'm not mistaken.
What?
You are an expert at languages, correct?
Yes.
Yes. You, with your knowledge of linguistics and speaking patterns, you do know this is absolutely communication. There is a conversation being had. There are primitive cultures and some languages that even still use clicks.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a pattern of speech that you are familiar with. You don't know what they're saying. You don't recognize the language itself,
Mm-hmm.
but it could have, it could be related to
Right.
older languages that you've heard
Yeah.
of.
So I'm counting the clicks and trying to listen to them. I'm listening to the clicks, trying to decipher what kind of a conversation they're having.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But you do
So
not
far, I got
it
nothing. But they're clicking and they're talking to each other.
right. You don't see them. You don't know where they could be coming from, but you did hear it. It was very brief. It didn't continue. It wasn't like a lengthy conversation, but the both of you did hear it.
I think maybe they know we're here.
Father,
That's not reassuring, Professor.
Yeah, that's kind of what I got from the clickety clicking. Yeah, they're sure we're here. Pretty sure. Now, the last time you heard this clicking, what was making it?
7-foot-tall monstrous creatures that tossed me around like I was nothing.
We maybe want to head back.
Like I said last, I woke up in the sanitarium. I'm not exactly sure what it was I saw.
Okay. Well, since you two have met these before, I'm going to just let you take the lead on that.
Well, we're only alive today because my Uncle Kimball happened to be turned into one and he spared us. That's the only reason. We all been just eaten. But you know what? We have guns now.
Okay.
true.
Father's Tommy gun.
God made all men, Professor, but Colonel Cope made them equals. Dr. Jason cocks his revolver. I'm not afraid of monsters anymore. I have 2 guns. As many monsters as they come. Father O'Toole has a Tommy gun. That's probably going to kill us more often.
Tommy gun, Father, are you going to head into the darkness and see what's making the noise?
Oh no, Father O'Toole's been drinking all. He's going to blast that Tommy gun off the first time he sees a monster kill us all. So don't even worry about it, Professor.
What you say? What you say? What you say?
It's all right, Father. It's all right.
All right.
Father was
Seriously, reconsidering my social circles?
Oh no, we would miss you on Sunday.
We kid, Professor. You're
Oh,
fine.
he's fine.
You're fine.
He's fine. I'm no Father
Further
O'Toole.
on into the breach, dear friends.
Almost a year, and I've only seen like one property that was completely destroyed. 3 murders. He's fine.
Great. Okay.
Okay. So you guys collect yourselves, keeping an extra eye out because who knows where these clicky noises are coming from.
We-
hmm,
Oh, I was.
your as you make your way, this room is enormous. This cavern that you're in. You can see the stalagmites have grown and connected with the ones coming from the ceiling. There's a you see with the lantern like a glint of metal along you can see like kind of in the distance there's a big structure that appears to take up a good chunk of the room, but you cannot quite make out what it is from where you are. No more clicking. You haven't heard any more clicking. Do you want to go investigate that big structure? Glinting metal. Oh.
I'm right behind you guys.
Yeah, we do. We should probably see what it is.
I'm invested. What can I say?
We still haven't seen it.
I'm on a mission from God.
Never seen those creatures since, and perhaps I don't know. We have guns. Father O'Toole has a Tommy gun. I'm not that afraid. We've seen a lot of things since the Warrens.
Yeah, we'll go up and inspect this.
All right.
What's it?
So, as you approach this giant structure, you take a step up. It's like on a dais kind of, but like a big step, not like a regular human-sized step. It's like a big step. It's this giant stone structure with these bronze pipes shooting straight up. Some of them end in points. Some of them go straight through the ceiling. And as you get closer with the light, you see like these giant keys in this. It appears to be like a huge church organ, like one of those pipe organs. The pipes, there are this glinting, shining metal. You can even see some of them are like have gemstones encrusted in the pipes. Everybody please, do a spot hidden roll, please.
6.
43, I passed.
I got a 6.
Okay, so Father, you are just fascinated by this keyboard, with these huge, I mean, it's not like a full piano keyboard, and these keys are just huge, way too big to be pressed by human fingers.
Like hand length apart.
Kind of. I mean, they're significantly larger than piano keys, though they are clearly keys to something. Professor and Dr. Dixon, you notice that some of these bronze pipes, they don't just end in spikes, they end in heads. There are heads that have been stuck onto these pipes. Some of them are human heads.
Not fake heads, real heads.
No, they look, from where you can see, I mean, they're not like eye level with you. They're quite a ways up. But from what you can see, and especially you, Professor, they do appear to be mummified.
So they're real. They're not statues or carved.
No.
But they've been dried.
They've been like dried and stuck to the pipes of this organ.
Yep.
And
I mean, not my first decoration choice, but
No, it's not.
judge.
And then there's something else that kind of sticks out to you too. A couple of the heads are they're not human. They appear to be like almost snakish features. They're like human head size.
Yes, but lizardy.
But they have like lizardish faces.
Oh, Professor, hold my cane. I need to get one of those heads.
What?
The lizard person head on the thing. That would be amazing in my office.
Oh my God.
Take my gun, Father.
Is he really climbing?
He's climbing it.
We need that lizard head.
Okay, do a climb roll first of all.
19. Dr. Knight.
19. All right, fine.
Too many people at home.
You managed,
A 1 and a 9.
to shimmy your fancy ass up a
It's
pipe.
amazing.
And I don't know, like whip a knife out of your pocket. And
Keep one handed. The physician.
who's an athlete in college, you guys?
You know, Lee, I've known you for a while. When you get a bad idea, you are fantastic at it.
True.
Thank you, Ava. This is not a bad idea. Later on, you're going to be happy I got this.
Okay. Hey, Father, did you bring a bag to put the head in?
It's dried up, Professor. We just.
Just
Wow.
hold it up and
No,
stick
you
it
don't
in your pocket.
Carry that around.
If I hold it like this.
What if you have to use your
I have
glasses?
my satchel full of holy relics. It will be safe in there.
Lovely.
Okay, it's a big head. Do I make it down the pipes?
Yeah, you could get down the pipes.
Okay, I put
Got
the.
up.
Keep that safe, Doctor. Father. Keep that safe, Father. I got excited. I was clapping pipes up there. And
What you been drinking, lad?
I don't know. I don't know why you guys haven't done this yet. I pressed down on a couple of those keys really, really hard.
Oh, as you come down.
No, as I get off. When I'm down, I literally, when after I hand him my head, I go, I don't know why you guys haven't done this yet. And I press the keys.
Oh, because,
Oh.
Cause that might summon the minions of hell.
little things, details.
But you
Oh, I think we lost Arizona again.
Uh-huh.
See,
can see him.
I think might be getting closer, but
Are we okay?
no, not yet. Closer.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Miz is out.
Jeremy.
You're cubed and delayed.
Now.
Pretty bad.
Give it a second.
Yeah, no, you're still bad. God damn it.
Okay.
Oh shit, we're still alive.
Yeah, you guys are still alive. Sorry. That's fake, Dr. Dixon. That's okay. There he's gone. That was the Dr. Dixon from an evil alternate universe.
Okay.
I don't know why there's two Dr. Dixons. That was weird.
There was parallel dimension Dr. Dixon for a second there. He has a full beard. He's evil.
I need to be right back.
It goes by the name of. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Hi. Welcome to Black Acid Studios, the most professional, smooth running, tech savvy, high quality, best equipment, no delays, internet.
Yeah, we never have any problems with internet or sound
Always
or
on time.
That might be a router problem. Sorry, guys, just a moment. We're having a little hiccup. I don't know if it's.
I think we're good now. The time seems to have caught up with everybody.
Yeah, I think.
But also bladders have caught up with people too. So
Thank you, folks at home who are pretty awesome. And then Professor Thursday ran off.
She got scared.
She ran. What's horrifying in the underground realm?
we're calling this intermission.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby.
Let's all go to the lobby. Get ourselves a snack.
I suggest a hot buttery popcorn or perhaps ice cold soda. But just go now because Professor Thursday's back.
I'm back.
And we're ready to.
Are you taking them out? Yeah. Thank you.
No, don't take them out.
Okay.
Ah, crap.
Thank you.
What happened to you drink a whole kettle of tea?
Hello, Pyro.
Oh, there they all are.
It's a wig.
Hi, Pyro. Hi, Faye. Hi, Lacey.
Okay, so are we back? Are we back?
We're back. Let's go.
All right.
Is everybody's?
So, Doctor.
Working? Okay. Yes.
You,
I apologize.
You climb down your your pipe and you land squarely on one of those keys. Start playing. The entire ground kind of shakes a little bit as like pipe starts to play, and it's not like a normal organ sound. It's like a hissing sounds, like different tones of hissing. And then you also notice that the heads themselves, as whatever pipe is rattling that they're attached to, the mouths also start to open and they start to moan as the keys are played.
Well, I'm glad I got the head before we started playing the keys, because otherwise that made it difficult.
I fear you might have broken the device, Lee.
I don't think I broke it. I think that's how it works, Father.
I don't think we want it to work is the point here.
If I tried really hard, could I go like, bop, bop, bop?
You could. You definitely
What
could.
sound does that make?
A really horrible.
It doesn't play like a piano at all. It just.
Not at all.
I look around for some sort of musical score, like some sort of tablet or like something to read to decipher this organ.
There are no sheets of music that have been printed. You do see, like, behind you, like, where, like, the regular piano bench would be, like, scale-wise. I mean, it's far. There is a stone bench, but it's, like, curved. It's not, like, for human people to sit. It's curved.
So
Giant.
I go inspect the bench.
There's no markings or anything like that. It just it doesn't move either.
Okay.
It's a
So
permanent structure.
I plop my butt upon it.
You sit and it's fine. And everybody give me a listen check, please.
Are you comfortable, Father?
I can hear nothing.
Hey, I heard it. 21.
21, I heard it.
Woo.
Hey,
All right.
fortuitous.
I'm looking at
Quincy.
like a giant organ thing for any kind of symbol as symbols or writing.
No writing, no indication, no instructions, no way to know how to play this thing. Which is clearly a musical instrument, but there's no instruction or anything like that. Those of you who heard,
I did.
I did.
Professor Thursday, did you hear?
No.
Well, you hear nothing at all, but the boys hear some more clicking sounds.
Good.
These clicking sounds are much more hurried, much more. They sound like they're getting
Panicked,
closer.
frantic.
Panicked. They're
They fear us, Father.
definitely have taken notice that the organ has been played.
All right, so like excited, panicked, frantic.
Level 10.
So frantic.
Yeah, they're communicate back and forth. Their voices are their voices. They're not voices. They're clicks. Their clicking is getting louder and louder.
I believe I can, Carly.
All right, and I do have. So as you guys are trying to figure out your wits and where these things are coming from, you do see. Let's see if I can do this properly without screwing it up here. Two little faces illuminated by your lantern coming right at you. They are wearing robes. As soon as they see you, they shriek. And
As soon as I see them, I shriek.
I fire my pistol, obviously, in the general direction. Also jumping away from Father O'Toole, who I assume screams and starts spraying.
I might be a little light on the trigger finger.
oh dear.
I'm behind a rock.
Holding your lantern, you can only sit there. It is a pair. One of them draws a small little dagger out of his belt and starts heading your way. So, are you pulling triggers?
I am.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot one.
You're gonna shoot one, okay?
I'm not gonna let him eat me. Don't want to do that. Did I not pull out a? Okay, there we go. I really can't see for shooting. I got a 3. That's a critical. And fails on this hitting for 12 plus 1 10 plus 2. So it's, I shot one in the head because I did 24 points of damage.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
One of them just goes flying back. He drops the dagger to the ground. It infuriates his friend. Who was leading? It was. I mean, not Professor Thursday, obviously.
Well,
I'm behind the rock.
No, Lee shot first, and now it's my turn.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
All right, so I unload.
The Tommy gun's a little
With
different.
your Tommy gun?
Yeah.
Because he gets to shoot like, I can't remember the.
I think it's 4.
Oh my god.
I think it's 4.
I have no reason to argue that point. I'm going to go with it.
So the first one missed, keeper.
Okay. Oh my
The second one missed, keeper.
Oh, no.
The third one missed a lot, keeper.
Wow. This is why I'm behind a rock.
But the fourth one hit it within 1 millimeter of the target.
Oof.
I
How
got a
many points?
0-0-0-1. So
Dude,
3 bad shots and 1 really, really good shot.
Okay, so the critical.
well, they're just night
Father?
goblins. This shouldn't be.
Well, no, because you got the critical success on the last shot, Father. That means you impale it. So you do 12 plus 1 die 10 plus 2.
Plus the damage of the weapon?
No, just so you do 12 points of damage plus 1 die 10
Plus 2?
plus 2.
All right. So I did 127 damage.
You didn't even need close.
But you couldn't have done it that way. Because you rolled 1 die 10 plus 12 plus 2.
1 die 10. Okay, so 90 plus 12 is 100 and...
No,
it's 1 die 10. It's
1 die 10.
Oh, so 9 plus 10.
So you did like 20. Yeah. Goddamn, man. So if you
It's killing me.
you're like 20.
All of us
did-
have high school diplomas.
I have a college diploma. But it's in theater.
But it's not bad.
So, tell me the formula one more time and I'll get it.
1 die 10
1 die 10, so 9
plus 12
plus 12,
That's
which
where I'm
would
gonna
make
do
21.
plus something else I can't remember.
2.
Plus 2.
It's 23 if you put it
So
that
23.
way. Try to do it.
Okay. So that one just gets a hole blown just straight through his robes into his chest cavity, exposed.
All right. Then I'm hoping my other 3
He's
bullets
dead.
didn't kill my compadres.
The other 3 bullets just like chunk
Oh.
This
into. that
is
worm
why you
thing
get behind a rock with a
Ricochet
priest
off a-
with a Tommy gun.
ricocheted off a pipe and went into the nether. Who knows where the other ones went?
But I got a critical, so I'm marking that on my sheet.
Please do.
Oh, I didn't even think about
And
that.
yeah, I was gonna say you critical too. So they are both deceased.
Now, these aren't the ghouls that we saw before in Paper
No.
Chase.
No, they were speaking that same language. Ish, a derivative of similar language.
I go
Yeah,
examine
these
the
are-
bodies.
Incredibly different.
There's nothing else coming, right? We're alone now.
No, you don't hear any more clicking. You don't hear any more.
I think we're alone now. Doesn't seem
Has
to
father
be.
put the gun down?
It's actually scarier than the ghouls.
The priest no longer has a Tommy gun, correct?
No, he's still holding it. And
He's just not firing it anymore at the moment.
Just
I'm
cut
just
it out.
fabulous.
He's batting 250. It's not horrible. Not the best average. I examined the goblet-looking guys.
All righty. These little guys are wearing kind of dirty brown robes with these pointed hats on the top of them. Just really basic. Their shoes are like made of some kind of leather, but they're so primitive. They're they have these little pouches on their sides. I assume you open them up. Inside the pouches is little tufts of that glowing mossy stuff, and a few candles. These are like mostly burned candles, like hardly anything left in them. And full of holes, stuff and daggers that have found themselves. They fall out of their hands. They're strewn on the floor, but a little dagger. Did we lose them again?
It's not as bad as last time. Well, no, now it's
Did you come
getting
back?
worse.
Give it a second. Come back real quick. I don't know what it is.
For the love of Pete.
Can you hear me?
Are we back?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but you're weak and broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting like one frame every 12 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, you know what we might do? I'll turn this into two-part because I don't know if this is a router issue or what it is, but
Yeah. Hey, I mean, great game so far.
oh no, I've had fun. I don't know if we're going to be able to. I don't know how much we have left.
Yeah, and we're at an hour and 42, so it's running a little bit long. But yeah,
The audio's catching up, but the video's not.
So what we're probably going to do then, guys? Yeah.
We just lost Bethany.
oh
No,
we're back.
now I got Bethany back.
Oh, there's Lenny.
And now
Everybody's back.
Hey, we're back.
kind of, maybe, sort of.
Sorry, sometimes I stay still too long and everybody thinks I'm frozen.
Yeah,
You know what? Because we're going long anyway, and there's still a good chunk of.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so this is at least an hour more of content, I think. So because we're having technical issues on the Arizona side, a few technical difficulties, I still would call it a good game, unlike our freeze one. Everybody have a good time. Sorry, got to cut short. Everybody who's watching at home, join us for the exciting conclusion when we find out the mystery of these goblin-looking ghoul people and the dinosaur knights of Caledonia. Is what I'm. That's what they are. Dr. Dixon is writing a song. It's Dinosaur Knights Are on the Loose. Dinosaur Knights are cool. Hear the magic. Fear
You're
the
so not
knights.
getting a Nobel Prize for that.
Oh, he's going to. They're going to put him in the history books for the Dinosaur Knights of Atlantis. But thank you guys very much for.
Dr. Lee Dixon will be changing his name to Dixon O.
The leader is Grimlock, Father. He's the leader of the Dino Riders. That's what they're called in their own language. But anyway, thank you guys very much for watching tonight. Hopefully next week we won't have these delays. We usually don't. I don't know what's up tonight because Cthulhu doesn't want us to have adventures and defeat him. But I think we did good enough that we'll definitely do part 2 next week. And hopefully find out what happens. And I want to add really quick, we got some cool stuff planned for season 2. We hopefully have some guest people that are coming that we'll talk a little bit more about and all that kind of stuff. Thank you guys, everybody, for commenting. Lacey, thank you. Michelle.
Yeah,
and
thank you, Lacey.
else. We really appreciate you guys contributing, interacting. That's the word I'm looking for.
It's good
And,
for the algorithms.
There you go. Success. All right, guys. Thanks very much for joining, and we'll hopefully see you next week. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.